In this video, we're going to learn how to use Google's graphing utility to answer questions concerning compound continuous interest. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work through problem number 32 in section 4.5 on page 165 of our textbook. And it asks, how long does it take an investment to double if it grows according to the formula V equals 537 times e to the 0.015t? Assume t is in years. So first we have to figure out what does it mean for this thing to double. So notice that because the value of a, the constant out in front of our exponential function, is 537. That's the initial value. That's what we're starting out with at t equals 0 years. So we want to double there. We want to take 537, multiply it by 2, which we might be able to do in our head, but let's just do it like that. It looks like we have 1074. Okay, so 1074, that's the number that we're interested in. That's what we want v to be. Now to actually figure out what t is going to be, in order to get a v of 1074, we're going to have to graph this function. Now in order for Google to understand what we mean when we input this function to graph it, we're going to convert our t into an x and our v into a y. So let's just type y is equal to 537 times e to the 0.015 times x instead of t. Okay, hit enter. Here is our function. So, as we expected, right here where x is equal to 0, we have y equals 537. So we want to find where y is equal to 1074. We can't see 1074 with this particular window, so let's zoom out a little bit until we can see it. Now we definitely can see it over here somewhere, so let's kind of scooch up there a little bit and let's zoom back in so get a little bit closer. I'm going to zoom over here a little bit more, and let's zoom in a little bit more. Oops, okay. So, alright, now it looks like we're pretty close. You can see on the side here, we can keep track of the y values. So we're looking for y, 1074, somewhere around here. And there we go, 1074.05673 is pretty close to 1074. And we can see at this value, at this point, the x-coordinate is 46.213333. And so that tells us approximately how long it's going to take for our investment to reach an amount of 1074. So about 46.2 years. Alright, so that's how we use Google's graphing utility to answer this kind of question in section 4.5.